Well, hello all, and welcome to my very second YouTube video. Now this is for a card that I have not pre-made, so this is going to be sink or swim, and you're going to watch me do it. Today I'm going to make another 5x7 card, and those are my preferred sizes. I just used, this was a pre-made 5x7 card in a light cream color. I didn't have any of my own cardstock in this color, or I would have made my own. It's just simply a 10x7 piece of cardstock that you score down the middle and then crease with your bone folder. I'm going to do another 2-panel card. The first panel is 4 5/8 by 6 5/8. And then the panel that I'm going to be putting the napkin on, and that's what we're going to do today, is a napkin card using Mod Podge and an iron. This measures 4 3/8 by 6 3/8. And I'm just going to set these pieces aside because we won't need those until later. The napkin I'm going to be using today is some that my sister-in-law gave me, and I believe she told me she purchased them on Amazon. But it's a beautiful floral napkin. It has all of these beautiful designs, and you can pretty much make quite a few cards out of this. But I'm going to select this panel here to make my card out of. So all I need to do is cut out the piece I need. Just with a pair of scissors, just the ones you need. And then fold this up and set this aside because you can use this for several other projects. Now, a napkin has several layers, sometimes 2 or 3. And to do that, I just simply wet my finger with a little bit of squirt bottle water, just a smidge, to get it kind of sticky. And I go to a corner. So there's one layer of napkin peeled off, and I set that aside to use as another purpose, maybe if I need to wipe something up. And then the second corner, and that peels right off. And that leaves you just the one ply of the napkin, which is what you need for the project. And we can set these aside. Excuse me, I'm a little bit hoarse today. Now, the next part, and the most important part, I'm going to be putting some wax paper down, because I'm going to take this card and my Mod Podge, move my bottle over, and I'm just going to use the sponge dauber brush. And I dip that into the Mod Podge, and today I'm using the Mod Podge Matte. You can use glossy, matte, whatever you prefer. And I'm just going to give this a good coating of Mod Podge, making sure I get all of the corners. And this is why I put the wax paper down, because I am a fairly messy crafter, and that's okay. That's how my process works. We'll just give this a nice good coat of paint, of Mod Podge. And now comes the waiting part. This needs to dry for about an hour. So I'm just going to let that sit and dry, and then I will come back to you in about an hour, but for you it'll just be a few seconds. Okay, I'm back now, and this is all dry. And now you can use any iron that you might have. You want to make sure it doesn't have steam, and you want it to be fairly hot. I just use this little Cricut mini press, and I have it set on the 3 bars for the highest setting. Now I'll take my napkin and decide how I want it to appear on my paper. And I'm thinking that is going to look good. And I'll just set that in place. And then I take my sheet of parchment paper. It doesn't have to be very big. And I'll set that over the napkin. Now I'll take my mini press, now that it is warmed up, and I'll just gently go along and rub it all over the card front. And what this is doing, it's melting the Mod Podge that we put on earlier and dried. And it's allowing the glue to seep into the napkin paper. Just kind of a once over. And I'm trying not to stay in any one place too long. Okay. we'll pick this up and let that cool. And I'm just going to check my edges to make sure that the napkin is adhered down totally. And it is. So I'm going to pick this up, and now I'll get my scissors out, and I'm going to turn it over and just trim off the extra napkin pieces. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? I love how this is going to turn out. Now I'm going to turn off my iron and just set that off to the side. I like this Cricut iron because it has the little seat for it to sit in. Now we can get my card back out. And I'm going to take this panel now. Oh, I see a little piece there that needs trimmed. And I thought this maroon cardstock would be nice on the back of that. It looks like it's going to be. Now I'm just going to turn it over and take my glue. And I use the Tombow mono liquid glue. A lot of people use tape runners. I am just more comfortable with the liquid glue. It gives me some ease. Because when you use tape runners, and you turn it over and you stick it down to your paper, sometimes it is stuck permanently and it's crooked. This gives you a little leeway. Now what I'm going to do for just a second is I have a large stamping platform. It's all chipped, broken, but I use it to hold down my card front while it's drying. And then I die cut out this happy birthday saying. It's just a generic one. I believe I got it off Amazon in a pack of different sayings. I also did it in the maroon, but I think it needs a little bit of pop to it. So I'm going to take my Wink of Stella, and I'm going to get a corner of that wax paper again that I just tore off of my project. And I'm just going to Wink of Stella this all over, just to give it a little extra bling on the card. Gives it just enough of a glitter, and it also enhances it. Any card I make has to have glitter, bling of any sort on it. It's not a Kathy's Crafty Gardener card without some bling. Go. And I think I need to get a new one of these out because I use this all the time. Now, I'm going to get out my reverse tweezers here, turn this over, and put some glue on the back. I have one of these little bottles, and it always clogs up on me. I need to get another bottle, but just a little squirt into the hole with the needle, and then the glue should come out. This is Gina K Connect glue. However, I am not using her bottle. This is one I just got at one of the adventures in stamping rubber stamp craft shows that I go to. And it's not going to come out, of course. So we'll just use my mono Tombow again. And I'll just lightly put it on. Sorry for the tapping. This is how I found I can get some nice little pieces of glue dots on there. I'm going to turn it over, and we can take this off now because it's dry. And I'll take my scrap of glue, and let's see where we want to put that on the card. I'm thinking right about here. We'll just lay that down. glue that down. Oh, that's looking pretty. And now we turn this panel over. And glue that down to the card front, making sure I have it going the right direction. All right, now I'm going to put my cover back on here again, just to kind of hold it down a little bit. And I don't know if it's going to need any sequins or not. These are some gold sequins that I got at Hobby Lobby. It was a pack of 3 different sizes. The small, there's another size up, and then a really large size of this. And let's just see, pull a couple of these out and put them in the lid. And just place some on here to see if I'm going to like how they look, or if we're just going to leave them off altogether. Because this card is so pretty that it doesn't need a whole lot on it. Maybe there. I'm not liking that one up there. It's a lot of play, and your mind's eye will know it when you do it. It will go, yep, that's right, or nope, it's wrong. Though I have been known to overdo. There, that is what my mind is telling me to do, and stop. So now I'm gonna pick that up, put my sequin back down. Pick that up, put my sequin back down. Pick it up, put the sequin back down. There, and that card is finished. It's really easy to do. I'm happy with it. I think I will do this again. And if you see any napkins out there, whether you get them at Dollar Tree, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Packetans, if they were still around, I wish they were, my favorite place. Just see some napkins out there. They're gorgeous ones, and they have several of them on Amazon that you can purchase in a wide variety of colors. But just think how many more cards I can get out of there. At least 3. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. I'm trying to get ideas to do new videos for my channel. So I hope that someone out there will like this and will find it as interesting to do as I did. Thank you, and have a great night.